Right, so the last couple of years I've been storing winter storage, and before planting, when I bought trees and plants. So I'm going to start returning the tunnel back to growing in, and I've taken out this counter here that was running all the way down. That's about 20 feet. So what I want to do is the mesh that was on top of this, build a summer door for here and up the other end. Actually, it'll probably be just 12 months of the year I'll have it open. But I'm going to try and the timber screws are buried into this. I can't get them out. My son made this for me. So, but I want to use this kind of table again, recycle this table, and see if I can recycle some of this wood for the platform to build the hen house up on the stilts, so to speak. So we'll see what happens. So I have an Inca peach already gone back in, and I do have more plants, trees that I'll be using to grow in here. So using the chainsaw, I'm going to recycle the wood as much as I can. Only chickens going into it. Right, so basically this is the platform to keep the hen house off the ground. And if I see any of the rats or vermin starting to burrow, I can deal with it because I'll be able to see it underneath. And there wasn't that much wood left, so the house will actually sit on top of this, and the hens will come up into this way, and I'll probably have the pop hole will be here anyway, and kind of a small bit of perspex there for light to come in, although they like a dark area for laying their eggs. So all this timber is bone dry, absolutely bone dry. So I'm going to get it in out of the overcast day now, and it'll be getting quite a few coats of timber treatment. So I've freed up all this area in here, and then I will be putting on mesh doors for the wind to go through. All winter these two doors were basically open anyway. You don't want condensation building up, you want the air to pass through, even through in the coldest days. The tunnel will increase the heat, but you still need the airflow. I'll probably need to give it a wash. All here to give it a wash. Yeah, so I will be planting up some new trees coming in, so I'm just improving the soil. It's naturally gone real sandy and dry, although when you get down deeper the colour of the soil changes, so there is moisture, and this soil was cultivated before for vegetables. Yeah, so these mesh panels are going to be really important to stop the dogs coming in and out. That's going to stop now. They were already in, starting to dig. That's why I had to put the canes in. I can't catch who it is though. It's either Nina or Fia. So with this, the Inca peach, I might move it out just to the edge here and train it to use this line at the back here, just to give it more space to fill out. But because the table is gone here, the next tree that's coming will be planted close to the centre to give it the height. Obviously, growing in a tunnel, these plants will have to be trimmed to the height of the tunnel. So I've amended the soil already here, and it's actually in good nick when you get down under the dusty dry stuff. So the other tree that are coming in, they'll be going, let's say where Max is, and here, and like here towards the middle, not pushed up, because they're only going to be pushed up against the wall of the Nina's after the bee. Right, so I've taken out the chain link and the base that was there, because it's only about 3 meters long there. It wasn't too heavy to drag across. There's over 20 feet there right into the ditch, just as where Nina's walking through. Way too heavy to pull that out in one piece, so I'm going to leave that there, or I might break it up at a later date, take it out. So I've chopped the post. So basically I'll be blending all of this into one. I still need to get some hinges and a latch. Just treating the tops of the posts. I'll have to do the whole gate, everything. I'll wait till we get some really hot dry weather. Yeah, so I added this piece in. I dragged across the base, tacked it up, straightened it out as much as I could. Again, like, it's only for chickens, but it's a heavy gauge, and like none of the other dogs could get in. So I put some fresh concrete thrown around the wire on the base, just to fill in the gaps and keep the weight down on it. And then with the wire, it was a bit of a mess here because of this tree, it went out the way. So I made sure I had an overlap on this side. So basically I've woven it all into one here. I'll get some fresh concrete down around the base here. This is the long piece that I couldn't drag out, so I just cut away. So the wires, it's all touching the ground here. Between 5 and 6 feet. The dogs aren't going to get in. About 6 feet down to here. When I get the concrete in, I'll use this green netting, it's an agricultural netting that's used in polytunnels and stuff. I've taken it out of the polytunnel, and what I'll do is I'll tack it up and run it all the way around the base here, because I don't want the dogs having a good clear view of the hens, or the hens looking back out. If I can kind of deflect the view, stop freaking the hens out, hopefully. Yeah, so I need to get from here across and then just back up again. I'll have to bring in some wire. That's an old trough I had there. It's a bit of a drain pipe, metal drain pipe, galvanised. I just cut out a bit of wood for it to sit into. It's after rotting there. So I have this area here then to do something with. I might bring up the Michelin cider apple tree. I'll bring it out of the shade. I won't do it now. I'll wait till winter when it goes dormant and probably plant it here so it gets much more light, and I might use it for grafting then next year if we'll see how it gets on. I still have all this mess here to clean up, but this area here now, well, when it's cleared up, has been opened up for, I don't know, trees or whatever, fruit trees. See how we go.